Soundseek is a smartphone and computer application that lets users find music and playlists from Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube and play music directly in the app. The reason we've been interested in this is that all of us love music and we all use several different streaming services in our everyday lives because no streaming service has all of the music we like. For us, this has meant jumping from user interface to user interface, keeping track of several playlists across services, and it's also just much harder to share tracks with friends that don't use the same services. So back in the fall of 2018, we created an initial prototype of a website that would let users stream music from different services directly on the site. Back then we conducted experiments regarding the concept and we received really great feedback from potential users, but ultimately the implementation was only developed as a prototype and it was just not fit for further development. So for this project we started out with analyzing the music streaming industry, and here we confirmed that the ideal devices to develop for would be computer and smartphone. We then analyzed design fundamentals for applications like this, and also just how we could ensure that we could keep a consistent brand between devices, and then we found that the industry actually has a very clear standard between their applications, both in design and functionality. These findings led us to the following final problem statement. How can we implement a software solution that works in both computer and smartphone, conveniently letting users have one platform for all their music with a streamlined design that anyone who already uses a music streaming application can navigate? In order to solve this problem statement, we've developed two different applications, one that runs on web browsers for computer usage and one that runs on Android and iOS for mobile devices. The app follows the industry standard designs and currently supports music playback with music from Spotify, SoundCloud, and YouTube through a custom-built queue system. The app also features recommendations based on listening history, playlists based on popular music, and homepage customization and personalization. So once the application was developed, we wanted to ensure that it was an effective solution to the final problem statement. And we've tested this by conducting 5 experiments: a build verification and compatibility test, a performance test, a usability test, a user experience test, and a user acceptance test. Soundseek was able to fulfill the final problem statement to some extent. The application lets users save and play their music from multiple services and is created with a hybrid framework which lets the application feel native. Soundseek's easy to navigate for users that have experience with music streaming applications, and the design is created to be consistent across devices. But because the experiments weren't as extensive as they could have been, the final question of whether the users will continue to use Soundseek or whether it can fully replace the need for other music apps is a question that only time can tell.